I had this great idea in my mind to create for nails. And this so many tries it took me to get what I want. Let me show you the process. Okay, so these were the practice nails, okay? So there's quite a few in here I love and some I don't like. So I was looking for sort of sheer polishes over flowers. So you could either paint them on, or in this case it's foil. And what I did was I tried different colors and different layering and different foils underneath. And I don't like this. I like them all, but this one was not what I really had in mind. So you can do this kind of thing and you end up with some things that you do like, and even the idea that you had in your mind might not be the one you end up liking. And I do like this one, but that's not really what I had in mind. And this one is really cool. But again, I'm looking for that really kind of old-fashioned, like that old drapery kind of look. And then I tried the red, and that's neat. And then the pinks were really what I like a lot, and so was this one. But I did end up gravitating toward more of these tones. And I like them because they have kind of a velvety tone, and the way I placed the flowers was really, really important. So let me show you what I did to create that. I sculpted a nice fresh set of long nails, and I used my medium set monomer with my clear acrylic. So they're clear. The idea is I did want a clear see-through nail. And then I'm going to start with the foil. So I've got my foil adhesive, and I'm just going to do one nail to show you in the entire steps. So this is a freshly buffed nail. This is ready to go for gel polish. I'm going to put a thin layer of my foil adhesive. So when I lay it on, I actually will pull some off just to make sure that it's not too thick. And then I'm going to cure it in my lamp. Okay, and then I get see-through designs, and I have a collection, and it's called See-Through Flowers. And the reason why I picked that is so I can cut them out individually and place them. So there's several different patterns. You just sort of select the one that you like, and because I'm going to cut the flowers out individually, right? I kind of like that with the dots, but I like the color of the flowers too. So I'll take those ones out. Ooh, I like the colors in there. Really rich colors. Yeah, I like that. We'll steal that one. And those are pretty too. There's a couple in. I'll just put that one aside. Okay. So this is when you can get really picky and take your time if you're going to do it, depending if you have time with your service or if you're doing it on yourself. And you can cut them out individually like I did here. I did cut them out specifically and place them in certain spots. Whereas this one, for example, I just laid the whole thing on and pressed it down. So it just depends on how picky you want to get. I want to do one of them in a French style, so I definitely kind of want to cut it out. So I'm looking at these three here. I think I'm going to start with these orangey ones because I really like that, really golden tones. Okay, so I'm going to cut them out individually. Now make sure you do cut enough veneer around because you want to be able to take it off, like grab an edge and take it off. Don't cut the shape out specifically. You want yourself a good little pair of scissors, and you're going to need a good pair of tweezers too. I like that. I like these guys. Now the reason why I say cut them out, you don't have to cut them out. It just depends on how you're going to do it, because you can actually use the sheet and press it on, but it's hard to just isolate one flower. You can if it's on the edge like this one. Let's try this. So if I do this and you press it in, just don't let the other flowers lay down unless you want the other flowers on there. See what I'm doing? I'm just kind of pressing that on, and then I'm pulling it off. You see what happens there? This other stuff will lean on there, so only do that if you want those on there. I'm gonna do this one. Just rubbing my finger on it. Just be careful because the other ones will get on there too. He's so bright. He's so big. Also too, if you stick down the clear foil down onto the nail, you can't stick another flower on there because then the foil adhesive has stuck to that clear thing without a picture on it. Okay, I like that. I'm going to put that right there. You're just going to massaging it in, and then you want to get a pair of tweezers, and that's to pull off the design, right? Now, I got too much of this design onto this little area, so it didn't transfer. So if that happens and you really want something there, you could do another layer of your foil. But I really don't want something there, so I'm going to get these guys. Now, you can see this is time consuming, so you don't have to go this route. you can just put the whole foil on. I'm going to try one little flower over here and see if it'll work. Also, too, another thing you can do, I find very effective, is taking a piece of fabric underneath your finger and you massage that in like that. I find that very, very effective. And you try to get the edge. Yeah, there's too much on there. Okay, I'm going to put another layer because I'm touching it too much. So once you put your reapplication, don't forget, you got to nuke that again. Okay, you know what? I think I'm going to abort that idea for a second, and I'm going to cut these ones out. I'm going to cut around here and see what edge that looks like. So what I'm targeting, see this? I'm targeting this section here. And I'm going to put it up the side of the nail like that and see if I like that. Yeah, that looks pretty. Remember this one? This was the other one that I pulled. See this, how it's yellow burst? I'm going to put that right here on the thumb. So I'm going to cut that out specifically. See that? I think that's going to look really pretty right there. So I'm going to stick that one right there. And rub it in. Yeah, that ties in nicely. Okay, so now push all those flowers aside, and now I'm going to get my sheer collection, and I'm going to grab the color I have called Honey, Sheer Honey. That's going to work perfect for this. Now you can put any color over top. I have a color called Sheer Melon that's absolutely gorgeous. In fact, that's what I did with this one. I really like that look, but today I just felt like going with more that old-fashioned kind of look, and that's why I've chosen Honey. Now you could put 2 coats of this, but I will suggest, I think 1 is just fabulous. Okay, so you have 2 choices at this point. I lately have been just loving matte. So this is what it looks like if you go shiny or if you choose the matte. So I am going to choose the matte because it gives it that old-fashioned kind of velvety look. See, now it's back to the matte. I love it. I'll show the one finger, so maybe Cameraman, you can sort of put back to back the shiny and the matte. I know it's quite a bit longer, but I did them on 2 separate days and I got a little excited. Let me show you what this sheer product looks like over top of chrome. Now this tip, I did it with silver chrome. So I thought I'd get smart and try it with the gold chrome and me no likey. Let's do it with the silver chrome. And the reason, I started thinking about it last night, the reason why, this is what I think about when I'm sleeping. I think about nails all the time. And I think it was 4 in the morning, I went, oh, I used the gold chrome. It's the silver that gives it that sort of luminescent. The gold didn't work. Let me show you how to do it on the silver, what it looks like. It's quite pretty. So you need a black polish layer. Now I'm putting this on the thinner side. Okay, so now you cannot put chrome on top of a gel color if it has a dispersion layer, and this does. So you want a coat of reveal on there. So we just put a nice even layer of your reveal top coat, Make sure to smooth and make sure you get it everywhere, because everywhere it's not, the chrome won't stick. And then that area, you won't have any chrome on it. Now, a little trick you can do is hold it upside down for a couple of seconds, maybe 5 seconds, before you cure it. It tends to help make it a little bit smoother, less bumpy if you got any bumps in there. It just makes it a little happier. Now with chrome, depending on the light that you have, if you do a full cure on your lamp, the chrome powder might not stick. I find with this little lamp, about 40 seconds is good. So this is a 30-second timer. Then I'll do an extra 10 seconds. So we'll give it a whirl and see if that starts to stick. Okay, let's get some chrome. Good, remember it's the silver chrome that gives me that sort of luminescent, kind of old-fashioned, velvety effect. Okay, so here's another little trick. Don't overdo the chrome on your brush. And make sure you get right into the cuticles there. Chrome's so picky like that. Okay, so once you're rubbing it around everywhere, getting into those little crevices and little corners, the trick is get another one of these, but a clean side. See, this is totally clean now. And now you want to rub it on there, massage it in there with no little extra bits of chrome around. You can even go like this if you want. Get rid of those little extra bits. And now you're sort of shining this up and massaging it in. Look at the diff. Hopefully you can see that on camera. It just makes it really shiny. Really metal-like. Okay. I'm going to get rid of me little extra bits. Then I'm going to put a little layer of foil adhesive to attach those flowers. Okay, now I'm just going to lay in. I'm not going to place them this time. I'm just going to lay it on. Find the pattern that I like. Maybe right in here. Just going to lay it down. Massage it in. And then I'm going to put the honey, sheer honey, right over top of that chrome. See the color change? Look at that. That is gorgeous. I love it. What a neat effect. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of them. Let's take a look at the final reveal photos. Although these looked good, that wasn't the exact idea I wanted in my mind. So by trial and error, you kind of stick with it and work it out, and you can get the results that you want. Thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.